Whoever wants to begin can go.
Coach, you must be very happy with what transpired tonight. Nothing really went wrong, except maybe for the injury to the captain.
Yeah, I think the injury to PJ Botha is not good news for us. Hopefully it's not a bad outlook. We're not particularly sure what it's a knee, but we're not really sure what the extent of that injury is. But on the whole, happy to be back here next week. Probably not our most accurate second half, but as the game got scrappier, we got scrappier. So, but yeah, we take that.
Last week, after the victory over Greek, the Greek coach said that what was different was the very high intensity of what they experienced. And I guess the Boland team experienced the same tonight.
Yeah, I think for Boland also would have been their first game at altitude. If you think they played all the three franchises down at the coast, played Pumas at the low veld, so that at altitude one makes a difference. We try to sort of make it count from a tempo point of view. We got it right in the first half, maybe perhaps again, like I said, maybe inaccurate in the second half, but again we take it.
And how do you keep the team psyched up for next week?
Yeah, I think the second half tells a story. It wasn't our best second half, but yeah, we did what we needed to, and then that's just win the semi-final, and then you can fight with everything that you can to get a trophy next week.
Still, congrats for making another final. It's your second final in 2 years.
Yeah, I think one, good for the franchise to get into two CURRIE CUP semi-finals. I can't remember the last time that's happened, so I think that's something there's something to write home about for the Lions. Hopefully we can tell a different story next week.
And hopefully the team learned from their mistakes last year and they won't make the same mistake this year.
Yeah, all we can do is hope.
Coach, a message to the people of Joburg who came out today and leading up to next week.
Yeah, good. Love the support. I think the stadium engagement is really good here. So just an encouragement for the Joburg people to, there's no Test match rugby next week, so we're the only rugby game on. So hopefully people can come and get another CURRIE CUP final. If I look at the weather, it's probably going to be a whole lot warmer than what it was last year. So yeah, just an encouragement and a heartfelt plea for the Joburg people to come out and support the Lions.
Do you have any idea what time the kickoff will be?
Yeah, we don't have a clue yet. I think, I'm not sure. Maybe the Women's World Cup will have a challenge on scheduling. I'm not sure, as it did this week. But we don't really have a good indication of what time it is. Probably presumptuous of us to have looked at the kickoff time for next week. So, but we'll get SA Rugby really good with that comms. So we'll get those comms from Yusuf tomorrow.
For this match, you picked the unchanged 23, but Mornay Brandon was on the bench, so that was a change from what was announced. What happened to Franco?
Yeah, Franco Murray woke up this morning with an upset stomach, pretty ill. So we'd rather have saved him. It is a long season ahead. If you think Yorsi, if you think the hook is available, so we thought we'd spare him. Mornay Brandon trained with the team in any event on Monday and Tuesday. Franco actually only trained on Thursday, so. Seamless transition for us.
So, Angela Davis just did, I think it's scored a hat-trick today. Wonderful performance, but I'm sure there was a few plays to the forwards, particularly in that first half. What are your thoughts about your forward performance, particularly in the first half?
Yeah, in particular in the first half, I thought our set piece was good. I thought we scrummed well. Whilst they stopped, whilst they mauled, they tried to have one or two mauls that we stopped. I thought our maul functioned. When we did get direct, when we did get over the gain line, we were good. When we tightened up our game a little bit, Fenta, those oaks coming through the middle, they were good. So yeah, when you've got front foot ball, it allowed Christmas to get on the front foot, and it became a whole lot easier for Angela and them on the outside.
And in the second half, went off a bit slow in the beginning. What are your thoughts just on how the team managed that obviously the Boland has started to go away a bit, but what are your thoughts just about how your team is able to compose itself and sort of start getting opportunities there?
Look, we probably gave away one too many penalties in the second half, which allowed Boland territory. 1-2, we were a bit scrappy, gave 1 or 2 balls away. And lastly, they came out guns firing. Jean Mostert gave them a bit of width. Yeah, and they played. It's almost like the yellow card galvanized them a little bit, and they played quite nicely.
Just in terms of balancing the game out, first half almost was outstanding, second half not so great. Well, not so great, and we still scored lots of points. But just in terms of looking forward to the final and the URC, what are your thoughts on how the team can sort of balance out its performance?
Yeah, I mean, we had, I think, 4 22-meter entries in a row in the second half that we didn't convert. Chris Smith knocked the ball on the other side with Angelo. The other two now run away from you. So I think the challenge is if you take even half of those, the second half goes a whole lot better. But if you miss 4 in a row, that's a challenge, and that's something we'll have to get at and fix before next week Saturday.
Coach, the mindset going into a final? Today we saw expensive play, quick, lots of tries. Does the mindset shift from to a final, or do you keep it tight?
Yeah, I think, similar to last year, we're going to live and die by identity. But rugby is rugby. You can't move away from the stuff that's important: set piece, quality defense, good discipline, accurate kicking game. Those type of things. And then, we'd be amiss to not play to our strength.
Just on VJ Steenkamp, what are your thoughts on him as a player and how he's started to develop as an 8?
Yeah, VA is coming along nicely. He missed a great deal of rugby through injury and recurring injury. I know VA Steenkamp from Grey College. He captained Grey College, and he was touted as a real prospect, but injury really set him back for about a year and a half. And for him to play, I don't think he missed a game this CURRIE Cup. For him to play 6-7 games in a row is healthy for him, and we can see him coming alive. 1 or 2 errors he'll fix in his game, but I think he's starting to find his form and play with more confidence.
Just on Jerry Currens, the first half, just your thoughts on him and his development?
Jerry's maturing. He's still young. He's only 23. I think he turns 23 this year. So Jerry's still young, he's maturing, but the amount of minutes he's put in, the effort that he's putting is commendable for him, and I think he'll grow. And what he gives us is versatility. He can play 6, 7, and 8 with equal aplomb. So, we took off Fenta, we took him to 7 this now. He started at 6 somewhere in the junior season. He started at 8. He's a good line-out jumper. So he's got good skills. And as he matures, or as he gets older, and the more games he plays, he'll be sharper for it.
Happy guys, Coachy, thank you.
Thank you, gentlemen.